Hello, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World, and I'm trying something new. Mr. Bruce Schmidt sent me a very nice letter on YouTube about my flocking basing of Confederate soldiers. So, here we go. I'm going to read to you what he wrote, and you're going to watch a slideshow of Confederate uniforms. From the many different sources that I've read regarding Confederate uniforms, I have found that there are many different opinions. My understanding is that the uniforms changed in appearance from year to year and theater of operations. Uniforms of the Army of Northern Virginia were usually more standard issue, mainly because Virginia, North Carolina, and Georgia, for example, were able to produce gray uniforms much more quickly and efficiently than the Western armies. The Army of Northern Virginia, during the Gettysburg campaign, was issued many new uniforms just prior to the campaign. So butternut would not have been less of a percentage than at other times. When Longstreet's Corps was detached from the Army of Northern Virginia after Gettysburg in 1863, they were in blue-gray or gray-blue jackets, which were easily confused with the Union uniforms. After being on campaign and during the Battle of Chickamauga in the smoke, they were mistaken at times for Union soldiers. However, I have read personal accounts of Union soldiers who had found deceased Confederates prior to and during the 1862 Antietam campaign, where they were described their uniforms as ugly brown or tan color. Of course, the Confederates were much more hard-pressed than the Union troops to wear their regulation uniforms and wore just about anything they could, as their uniforms deteriorated as the war dragged on and they became less uniform. Confederates would also adopt any equipment from captured or dead Union soldiers, including the Union blue trousers. Now, for me, when I paint, this is from Bruce, when I paint Confederates, I paint them any way I want at that time. They are fun to paint because they can be painted in grays, browns, butternuts, tans, for jackets and trousers in blue, gray, brown, butternut. Much like as your painted great variety makes them very appealing to the eye. It's all good fun. One last note, which I should have mentioned first, I've been painting American Civil War figures in all different scales for many, many years, and still don't have a handle exactly what color is butternut. There were varying shades depending where they were dyed. Here is a brief description of where butternut came from. When the cloth became scarce in the South, the principal source of Confederate uniforms became captured Union uniforms. The dark blue uniforms were boiled in a solution with walnut hulls, acorns, and lye. The resulting color was light tan, which was called butternut. Have fun, be well, enjoy your Confederate troops. They look good, and can't wait to see how you do with your Federal troops. And using these figures with hot lead and cold steel rules by Arthur Vanderster. And then Bruce also has his sources, Don Trione's regiment and uniforms of the American Civil War, Mort Custer's Civil War books, and of course I've added pictures of the figures and other plates throughout this recording. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I have no idea if it's going to get any views or what you think. Leave your comments about butternut and Bruce's views. It's really nice to get letters or notes from people, and I do try to read them all. Anymore, I just can't answer everyone. And please don't forget, this weekend, Goober the Traveling Bear will be making a donation of $562 to Braddock's Battlefield History Center. And with you watching this video, you also are contributing to a historical site somewhere every month. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, and be courteous. And I hope you enjoyed this video.